Okay.
Yeah.
What's it like to the left now?
Really blind.
Can't see anything,
Yeah.
so we're not going to chance anything.
No.
Now remember how you used your clutch to come out of the lay-by.
Yeah, slowly.
So what's that look like now? We go, do you think?
Let's
take the handbrake off.
Yeah.
And bring the clutch up nice and gently. Nice and gently. Nice and gently. Clutch back down and let's put the brake on because they're getting a bit close now.
Okay.
Put the handbrake back on. Then we'll have probably got slightly better view that way, not much, but a little bit better. And then we'll try again.
Okay. Sorry, my foot's
That's all right. No, don't apologise. So you're ready to go. Put the clutch at the biting point.
No.
Have your foot on the gas pedal by all means. Have that ready.
Okay.
Okay. Lovely and clear to the right. That's great. Somebody might even stop and be nice, or think they're being nice to you here, but there isn't anybody. Take the handbrake off. Clutch up gently with a little bit of gas. Okay, off we go. Off we go. Look where you're going. Get the steering off before we head back over the other side. Lovely. That's a horrible junction to come out.
Yeah, why is it struggling?
Well, it's not so much struggling. The engine is racing because you're in first gear. Now, what I reckon we could do here is jump a gear.
To what?
From second to...
4.
Go on then. That's reverse.
No. Sorry. Oh my god, that probably really wrecked the car. Sorry.
Does that feel alright? Second, fourth gear? Yeah.
Yeah, it feels
because
better.
the slope had done a lot of the work, accelerators, so we didn't need third gear.
Because it hasn't got a button to press for reverse.
No, it's horrible. But there is a gate that prevents it going into reverse. It just makes a horrible noise.
Oh, I see. So it wasn't too bad that I did that.
No, you haven't wrecked the car yet.
I felt like I didn't really realise whether I should.
You're not getting a £14,000 bill at the end of this lesson yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of cars, as you say, have either got a button or a lever or something that you press or lift.
Yeah.
This car doesn't. But I say, every car has a gate, and that's what the buttons and the whatever they do. They open the gate to allow you to get into reverse. This car the gate is shut while the car is going forwards. You cannot put it into reverse while you're going forwards.
Yeah.
Speed limit sign?
60.
Oh look, we've got an empty road ahead. Well, empty on our side anyway, for the time being.
It sounds like it's okay, I don't need to change gear now.
Well, you have got another forward gear if you want to try it.
Can I try it?
Put me in the hedge. Good, lovely, look at that. Feel alright?
Yeah.
Well done. We also have the road sign.
Telling us 40 miles per hour now.
So what do you think the most appropriate gear might be here? Let's get past the bollards first.
About 4.
Okay, let's put it back down to 4. Look where you're going. Make sure the steering
Is that 4? No. 9?
It's a lower gear anyway. Let's leave it.
Second,
yeah, that's all right. We've got a roundabout. Leave it in second. You've got a roundabout coming up. And I think even if the cyclist wasn't here, just come off the gas.
Yeah, I'm off of the gas.
Squeeze the brake.
Down.
Well, the clutch. It's a good idea. It's down now. No, it's not. But see that just slowed the engine down a bit. We'll go straight ahead. We give way to drivers from where?
From the right.
The right. There's no one there. So keep going. There's no one there. Just very gently. Not too much gas yet.
I should have indicated.
Ideally, yes, but controlling the car is the most important thing.
So as
We'll deal with.
regaining speed.
Yeah, so, on them.
Yeah.
And let's do it before the bollards. So that we deal with one thing first, then the next thing. So we just came in a little bit too early.
No, not again.
There's all sorts of signs up here.
Why did it slightly jump then when I left it off? Is it lifting off too?
Well, did it jump because you went on the curve, that's why.
No, I know, but prior to that, I feel like the car just jumped when I...
Right, okay, I'll come back to that in a minute because we've got a roundabout coming up in a minute. And when we get to the roundabout, what we'll do is turn right, second exit. So, oh, there's traffic lights. See the red light, so we're going to have to stop anyway.
Yeah.
So we stop. We're going to be sent off round there. So we just point the car towards the middle. Oh look, now we keep going. Got no choice. We've got to go off round here. Must be nearly finished this, surely. Well done. When we get to the end of the road, we're going to turn right. It's going to look, well, you can't see through. So, do you think we need to be slowing down as we get there?
Yeah.
Do you think we ought to tell the driver behind where we're going?
Yeah, so we go
right.
Yeah.
Squeeze the brake. What are you going to do with the clutch?
Put the clutch down.
Right, that's it. What gear are we going to use now?
First.
Okay, let's get up to the white line. Yeah, but first gear, you're absolutely right. Get into first gear.
Yeah.
And now we can have a look, see what it's like.
Yeah.
What do you reckon we could go after?
Obviously, well, not.
No, I don't think so, do you?
No. So can I release the clutch now and then?
Let's have a bit of gas. Well, is it okay? Yeah, I would have a little bit of gas first. And when you say release the clutch, what are you going to do with the clutch? Just come straight off of it, or bring it up?
Gently.
So there's another vehicle. Well, it's making the judgment. No. What if you were that driver? Would you be happy with somebody pulling out in front of you?
No, I guess not. No.
So after the blue colour,
Yeah.
so yeah, gas first, and then up you come. Stay on the gas, stay on the gas. That's it, lovely. Follow the blue car. Remember, you're in the highest powered gear, so lots of gas there, and you really do zoom off. What's that sounding like?
Struggling.
Yeah, the engine is telling you, please can we go to another gear?
And I've gone and put it in.
Just squeeze the brake a little bit. Get yourself around the bend first. Yeah, you've got to put it into fourth gear rather than second. Let's concentrate on the steering at the moment, because it's not desperate.
No.
Let's get through this bit here. Let's get round where there's no parked cars. Then we can sort the gear. So let's get away from the yellow peril. It's all a little bit calmer here. So let's sort the gear out now we've got to this point.
So now I'm on this.
You see, that's struggling, isn't it?
So what should I go into now then?
Well, you're in fourth gear at the
So
moment.
maybe third.
Okay, let's see what that does. Are you sure that's third gear?
No.
Neither am I.
Is that third gear?
That's third gear. You went to first gear.
Sorry, yeah, I keep
You see,
flipping
third
into it.
gear at this speed is a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, so I need to go down.
Well, let's see. No, hang on a minute. It's a bit of a struggle there, but now we're going a little bit faster. Does it feel reasonably okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it stayed a struggle, we could have gone down a gear. Can we get past this van before whatever that thing is coming towards us gets near us? No, let's get past. That's going quite slowly. But now, off the gas. Oh, that's helpful. He's turned in for you. So the road's going to bend round to the right up by that next building. Oh, look at it all. It's places growing all the time. So just looking at your side of the road, so we don't want to go too near the curb. We've got a parked car now, mind the railings. Oh, it's off the brake, that's it. down, squeeze the brake, put the car into first gear. In the first gear, we off the
Alright.
gas. It's a bit of gas. Now, steer around. I'm keeping the clutch down a bit
I feel
because
like
I'm controlling your speed there. You see,
I'm getting confused now.
because I kept the clutch down a bit.
Can I just
keep
what
going.
should I do?
Just keep going. That's it.
Yeah.
So we've picked the speed up.
Okay.
So
I need to change the gear.
yeah.
But I'm in first, so
Yeah.
60 seconds.
Okay. Straight back. Now we've got a roundabout. We're going to go left at the roundabout. Think it's worth telling the driver behind?
Yeah.
What speed are you going to approach at?
Slowly.
Okay. You give way to drivers from.
Right.
Is there anybody?
No.
So, and we're telling that driver where we're going, so they're not worried about you coming across there.
Does it go off automatically or slow?
It depends how much you've steered by. I don't think we've steered enough there for it to self-cancel. So now you're picking the speed up.
It's going to be struggling a little bit. So go into third.
Again, you've gone on the gas before the clutch has
Hold the
come
clutch. I
back
need
up
to
again.
release the whole clutch and then go.
Yeah, just bring the clutch. Once the clutch bites, then you can go back on the gas pedal. Because what you're doing is before the two clutch plates have met, and you're revving the engine up. So the engine's revving to no purpose because it's not connected to the wheels. So what gear are we in at the moment?
We're in third.
Okay, and we've picked the speed up really nicely.
So we can go into fourth.
Why don't we do it while we've got a lovely straight road? Off the gas, then clutch back up, and then back on the gas. Then you won't get that revving noise.
Yeah. So I need to release the accelerate when I'm putting down the clutch.
Yes.
And then release the clutch completely to accelerate
Yeah.
again. Yeah, that's where I'm getting slightly confused, I think. Is that why it's like being angry at me?
Yes. And the lower the gear you're in, and the more you're on the gas pedal before the clutch comes up, the louder it's going to sound.
That's why when we're slower on that.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
So coming up ahead, you can see
So there's a bit of a
sign telling you.
40 miles per hour.
So we ought to be at 40 by the time we get to the sign. There we are. And we're going uphill, so virtually the slope slows you down without having to use much brake at all. But don't let it go down lots below the speed limit, because you've got an empty road ahead.
Because I'm going slower, I don't want to take that. If it's sounding okay, then I just leave it in the same gear as it is.
Does it feel alright to you?
Yeah.
I think if we'd gone much slower,
Yeah.
in fourth gear,
Yeah.
especially uphill, it might have become a struggle.
Going way above it now.
No, that's not way over, that's only just over. But try not to overcompensate and go down too much, because that's when it could become a struggle when we try and go faster, because coming up now, the sign is telling you the speed limit. So let's try picking the speed up. It's a little bit of a struggle,
Yeah.
but it's not desperate.
No.
So,
That's
well,
okay.
third gear would have just got us a bit faster, quicker.
Okay.
Now we are going to take the next road on the left.
So it's not.
It's the horrible junction of the UK. It's much easier this way, so it's next left. So let's indicate. Come off the gas, off the gas, off the gas. Put the car in the third gear. Don't go on the brake. Put it in the third gear. Straight forward. Clutch down. Right, off the clutch up. Round you go. Lovely. Well done.
It's a bit jerky.
And
right?
now
Accelerate.
the third gear gives you a little bit more control of that turn,
Yeah.
but it also gives you a bit more power
Yeah, to be able to get through the turn without having to.
rather than fourth gear when you're moving off again.
We've just done sort of like a circle on ourselves a little bit.
Yeah. You see now the engine's beginning to rev up a little bit.
Yeah.
you want to reduce the fuel consumption at that sort of speed,
Change gear.
to what, higher or lower?
Higher.
Yeah. Now, we won't bother with that now, because just after the bend where that car just disappeared, we've got the junction where we're going to do the right and the left that we did before. So coming down towards the junction, what do you want to do with your speed?
Reduce it.
So let's do that. That's it, yeah, on the brake, get on the brake, get on the... Because just coming off the gas won't do that downhill. We're turning right, so let's indicate. Put the car in first gear. Use the brake, leave the clutch down, but not stop. So we come off the brake, then we start looking both ways, and if it's clear, gently come off the brake, bit of gas, and then gently with the clutch. Still okay both ways?
Yeah.
No, lovely clutch control. That's round the and steering off before we head towards that car. It's nice, and then we're going left just here. Not too fast. Going left. Pop the signal on. Squeeze the brake just a little bit, just because the road sort of falls away from you a bit
Yeah,
there.
I can get carried away.
Yeah, that's it. Well done.
Sorry, I'm really slow. So can I pick up my gear now?
What do you think? Empty road ahead.
So I keep...
Stop apologising. There's no need to. Absolutely fine what you're doing. Right, we're going along this road. If I could come out of the shrubs, I'd be very grateful. Thank you very much.
I don't want to go too far on this
No, it's
road.
downhill. Yeah. So what gear are you going to go to now? Lovely
Lower
fast
gear.
road.
No,
You're in second. What gear are you going to go to?
3.
No.
4.
Yeah, come on, put it in the fourth gear. Yeah? Feel alright?
Yeah, I feel like that transition, even though it made a noise when I did the gear, with my feet it was slightly better. I
Good.
lifted off and then...
We're just trying to match the gear to the speed. And because it's quite steep downhill and you already picked the speed up, third gear was a waste of time really, because the slope was doing the work of first gear here. So heading back towards Fairmile. So what's coming up?
Speed sign.
So we ought to be at 40, ideally by the time we get to the sign, or at least not far after it, showing that you've responded to the sign.
Yeah.
That's it, well done. And just about visible above the grass on the left.
This is speed sign.
So the first thing you do, check who's behind you.
Check my mode and then reduce speed slightly. But not too much, so I'm confident.
That's right. And this will come with the experience, just working out how much do I need to squeeze the brake foot, how much do I need to be on the gas pedal by, how do I make sure I don't go too far above 30 here, because 32 is alright, it's not a massive amount over the speed limit.
So now we're going up a hill. Change gear.
Let's try the gas pedal first. So the sooner you're on the gas pedal, the more likely it is the gear you've got will work, and if it doesn't, you've still got the backup of the lower gear. So you've got the right idea about all of this, but try the gas pedal first. So just round the bend up here, you'll see the car go round the bend in a moment. Round that bend we've got the end of the road, at the junction we're going to turn right.
Yeah.
So at what point do you think you want to tell them? Is there a driver behind?
Yes, there
So let's
is.
tell them where we go. Going right, right,
Yeah, there is.
slow. So that's it. Squeeze the brake, squeeze the brake, squeeze the brake. Put the clutch down. Let's choose second gear. Keep the clutch down, squeeze the brake, not to a stop though. Look to the right. Can you go?
Yeah.
Yes. Look at that. But you're slow enough to be able to see that it's okay to go. Lovely. Well done. But if you weren't that slow, you could easily have stopped because you just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And then you look, oh, crack, it's an empty road. I could have gone. I've been a bit slower. Well done. There's a lay-by coming up just up here where that car is. We're going to pull in there.
Okay.
Do we need to tell anybody?
Yeah, we just
Yeah, we do.
We're gonna go left.
So that driver now expects to see you start braking.
Yeah.
So we'll pull in just before the van. Put the clutch down. Put the clutch down. We'll come in before the car. Just in here. Straighten the car up so I'm not in the shrubs, and don't move your feet. There we are. Bring it to a stop. Before you move either foot, there's one. You've got 2 feet. There's the other.
How was that? Oh god, I was trying to focus as like high as possible and also listen to it at the same time. So how did you think I did alright?
Yeah. Well, how do you think you did?
I think I did okay. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think I did alright. I think I panicked a few things, but...
Okay, anything in particular you can remember that you felt you panicked on?
Just been... I don't know, just having to think about this and then at the road and everything and looking for the signs, just...
Right. But when it's nice and empty and clear, yeah, let's get going.
I'm still nervous as well. I'm aware that I have to increase my speed because I know that there's still going to be other things as well.
Right, so in terms of...
It was just
It's yours, not mine. In terms of where you were 2 hours ago to where you are now, how do you feel that...
Yeah, a lot more confident. Yeah.
So you think there's some things that you've done today that you hoped you'd do? Are there any things that you didn't expect to do today that you've done?
Well, I came in with an open mind, to be honest. I wasn't sure what would be expected or what was going to be done. Really, obviously, from, driving cars, but at what level I didn't set any expectations of what was going to happen.
Good, because then you're not disappointed.
No,
if
but
it doesn't go quite.
But no, I'm happy that I got on the road for sure. I feel like I've learnt a lot. I've learnt how this operates on a car that's moving.
Yes, a bit different, isn't it? Than just staying nice and easy when the car's not moving.
It's just when you have to slow down and suddenly to look and think, and then these are also you're having to change gears. Just a lot to think about when you're first getting in. But I'm getting there.
Right, so with that sort of, you're absolutely right, with that sort of thing, there's one thing to do after another.
It's remembering which one to do first.
Yeah, and giving yourself time to do it. And when there's other things, because you're right, we're moving, there's other people moving as well, so it's prioritising. You saw that cyclist, for example. Yeah, so we've got something we can slow down for. Oh, actually, there's also a lower speed limit. That's going to help me. Deal with the cyclist, because I'm not going to be doing 50 or 60 mile an hour again while we're there. So, we've got the cyclist sorted out. Now I've got a roundabout. So and giving yourself time. With everything to do with driving, I think is all about giving yourself enough time and being aware of what's going on around you. Getting all the information you can. Is the engine on? Where's the information for that? It's on there. What's going on the road ahead? Are there any signs? Are there any road markings? Partly it's, if there's signs, let's understand what the sign's telling us, first of all, because if you don't know, then that could be tricky. Yeah, just giving yourself plenty of time. So on the total drive, I think there's a progress thing, which I'll go through. I'll go through that and put things down on there that we've done, because it goes from 1, introduced and under instruction, to number 5, my instructor's declaration of basically test standards. Alright. What I'd like you to do, please, as soon as you can, but not now, because I want it to be yours ideas, not mine, is the reflective log. So for today,
so where do I find it? You've already gone
it's in total drive. is in your
We'll
app.
just go now, just
Yeah.
so I know what it is. But like where from, it says it's progress to where then.
Yeah, that's progress. So if we go back, so this is interesting because no, back to where you were. I just saw it. Scroll up in the purple bit, reflective log.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I just wanted to know where that was.
So let me go to today. So scroll up a bit. So I think today's the scroll down.
Oh, you can try today's.
That's today. So there's some questions there. Aim of today's lesson. You can put that in. Whatever your aim was.
Is that
So it's entirely
It's all what I'm
totally personal to you. You can name 3 things. You can name 33 things. You can name 1 thing. It's not homework I'm going to mark.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel there's lots of things, then there's no limit, and it doesn't have to be 3. How did you feel? So that's useful for you to put in there. 1 thing you feel you still need to improve on. Now, don't say everything, please. Could you identify something from today that you feel that next time you would like to make sure you can do a bit better? Is there?
Yeah.
What is it?
Maybe like changing gears and like the messy stuff. Just because it made a few noises that I was concerned about, and then.
Well, when you try to put it in reverse, it certainly did.
Yeah. That's only because sometimes this is different on other cars as well.
Yeah,
Like
well, reverse can be up there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's just like when I was into learning how far to push the gearbox.
So if you go all the way across, then it will go into reverse.
Yeah.
Just put the car into. Is it in a gear now?
Yeah.
Put it into 2nd gear or 1st gear. Right, now just gently take it out of 2nd gear and feel it springs to the middle.
I see.
So it springs to where 3 and 4 are.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pull it or push it if you want to get the 1st or 3rd or 4th. If you want to get to 5th, go as far as you can.
Whereas I think when I'm in 2, I'm like trying to find the middle and then go.
Yeah, and you go too far.
Yeah.
So you go to 5th gear.
Yeah.
Just let it spring and it'll naturally go.
Yeah.
And then what do you need to get?
Are you going to give me some sort of response as well?
On this? No. I'm not going to. This is nothing to do with me at all. But it's really useful to see what you put down here, especially things about how you feel about things. Really nice to do that. And there's somebody else who's getting in the car, same standard as you. If we put a post-it note on the dashboard, what tip would you give them? Okay?
Yeah.
Lovely. Right. We'll swap over. We need to do a bit of our turn this off now.